review.
Yes. Let's do it.
Welcome to the weekly review.
Hi.
Hi. Colleen, what's a weekly review?
It's thinking instead of doing. It's looking instead of acting. It's considering instead of activating on your tasks and your commitments and your calendar and your stuff that is not in the physical world. There you go.
Okay. But what if your calendar is physical?
I mean,
Anyway.
possible.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're here to do a weekly review. This is our last weekly review at this time. Next week, we will be starting at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. And do you know what this means, Colleen?
What does it mean?
This week, we don't have to go a whole week between reviews, and I'm actually stoked about it.
Me too. I know, right?
It's been a while since we felt like we could do that. So I'm pretty excited for it. Do you have any intentions for the weekly review this week?
Nope. And I have that feeling in myself where if I made something up, that it would be harmful to me. So I'm going to say no. I'm just going to go through my list that I have. I do have a list, so you know.
Okay. I made a list today when I was thinking about the review of things I wanted to make sure I reviewed that I keep thinking during the week so that okay, I can form words.
No, you can't.
During the week, I keep thinking of, oh, right, I need to cover that in the weekly review. And then I get to with the weekly review and I've forgotten about it because apparently I did not have a weekly review system. I actually don't know that I still do, but I started writing them down. And so I have this little list that says weekly review.
Nice.
And I have some that are my little tasks part at the end. This is really silly, but update vitamin reminders. So I have not been taking my vitamins as intended and as I have reminders set up for them for months. And they're still in there. And it makes me not want to look at any of those tasks because I've got these things that are inaccurate, which is just a bad idea. But I still fall into these traps sometimes. So I need to update basically update all of those little health tasks that do not represent my life currently. Yeah. And get those gone.
Yay.
And just update them and make them look right. Another one is review the projects that I have coaching goals for to make sure that there's a representation of all of my the goals for me getting coached in my task system, that they need to be there, and double check that they are in fact there. And then I've got a couple things to plan if I have time, and we all know how that goes, where I don't always actually have time. Which are planning a move, which will happen starting as early as tomorrow, and plan for an upcoming expected energy drop. You wouldn't believe this, but I talked to a couple other ADHD professionals about, hey, what do you think about this thing? And my doctor actually had the best advice. My doctor, who as far as I know does not have ADHD, she said, just plan for the most conservative one. And I was like, right.
Oh yeah.
which is obviously the smart thing to do, but I don't know why I needed to hear it in that setting to believe it. So yeah, I have a whole list of things to do, but I have to do my normal ones first to make sure that I'm clean and clear. And yeah, I'm really excited, Colleen.
I'm so glad you're excited.
I'm excited about this review. I really am. It doesn't look like I have
to. No, continue. I was changing subjects.
What? Doesn't look like we have anything in the chat. What were you going to say?
I need to draw your attention to that number that is under inbox under Colleen's review.
Oh yeah, hold on. Yikes. Yeah. Okay, so I haven't shared the screen yet, but So that's
I
one
mean,
of the
I know.
things that
I
you're going to
just
start with, I'm
yeah.
guessing?
No. Nope.
No, interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. That
Are
used
you
to
going to
be
update
that was
us
no.
as you're doing things?
Um, well, oh
I
man.
know you
You
don't
know
want
what?
to plan it ahead.
Well, I'm looking at the list now of my actual usual things, and the very first top one is planning my wardrobe project, which is like that project has tentacles, man. It just is just
Oh
it's
yeah.
oozing out of another dimension and taking up space in a good way, asterisk. Um, yeah. So
Yeah. Can you yeah.
I just don't know if I have the energy because I'm sort of checking in with myself internally and going like, do I have the energy to actually plan this? I'm not sure that I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so item the first that we really do need to do is purchase
I'm gonna turn
soon review. There we go. So that's the item one.
on. Okay. I'm trying to pull it up so that we see it, but I can't find it. There we are.
Okay. Hey, you know that thing where you if you say rain or you talk about mosquitoes, then suddenly they appear? I mean, when you don't want them to,
No,
like
could you talk about rain some more? Because we could use it.
I would like to talk about all of the rain, but your whole situation with the web of knowledge connection unit is currently positive, and that's good. And I'm not going to talk about it much more than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Did
I
you?
just got really excited about the idea of two weekly reviews before we hit another full week.
Okay.
Is that weird? Ozak is here, by the
No.
way.
Ozak, yay! Welcome, Ozak. I
Um,
physically can't do sewing during the weekly review this time because I'm not even at my house. I'm at my parents'. They're kindly giving me childcare, which
ah,
I really appreciate, despite the fact my mom still has the cold that I gave her.
ooh, oops.
Yeah. But
Ozak
I
did
told her, I'm
ask.
like, Mom, you don't want to come and get this. She's like, it's okay. If I get it, I get it. So, she's a grown up. She can do that. She can hear me talking about
Um,
her.
yeah. So, um, the wardrobe project, Ozak asks if that has an end or if it's perpetual.
Uh, Ozark has hit the nail on the head. That is perpetual. That's like the rest of my life, just constantly figuring out what the heck I want to wear because there's no such thing as, I now have the clothes forever unless you plan to die in the next 5 years,
Well, I mean, it could be
depending
like
on
a
the person.
series of projects. I don't know.
Yeah, I could. I think it's more like a system of monitoring, like, are you happy with your clothes? Do you have enough? All that kind of thing. Um, yeah, I mean, yes, I was like, that's why. So yeah, my wardrobe project is perpetual and Lovecraftian. That's what it is.
Perpetual and Lovecraftian. Okay, cool.
I'm just coming out with sentences like that. Like earlier when I said to you that the United
It
States
was
of
good.
America is terrifyingly monolithic.
It's not untrue.
Mm-hmm. So, do we have our first focuses thing? Because this is
Yeah.
10 minutes of preamble.
Oh yeah. So I mean, yeah, I've got the thing pulled up. I'm ready to go.
Okay,
Are we going?
I'm going to review the purchase soon items.
Okay. Cool.
Done.
Oh, that makes that phrasing made more sense to me than the written one. So I
Yep.
appreciate the clarification.
It's basically
Oh,
like
you're already
reviewing
done?
my
Wow.
online shopping list. Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't take long. It's like, yeah, I already bought the things that were on it, except for one, which I'm getting from my mom today, right now, as long as neither of us forget.
So I'm just going to say the thing that is really, really related to a lot of the things I need to review and talk about today and that are
Do
on
it.
my mind.
Do it.
So I always feel weird about saying it because I'm like, I don't want to be like, I don't know, like for some reason I feel in the way saying it out loud, which is just, I'm sure lots of delightful ADHD psychology. But so I'm pregnant and planning for things
Yay!
and um and now that it's a time that it's okay to tell people, I still feel like I'm jinxing things to tell people, but like it's time to. So feelings. Anyway, I am. And so we have lots of things to plan for. And of course you mentioned purchase soon. I was like, oh right. We have to make a whole list of like things for a baby. And think of the little confetti. Um and it's overwhelming. So yeah. We
I
were just
got you,
having a
fam.
conversation about it this morning. We're like, yeah,
I
we
got
should
you,
do a
fam.
list. And he's like a registry. I was like, yeah, I guess. But like a list
I
first before that.
can I can I can I very lovingly and gently recommend that potentially you schedule a time with me to do that, because I feel like I feel like been there, done that would benefit you.
I would love to. I just didn't know if you had any time to do that.
I got time. And also you're
Okay.
not wrong,
Well,
but I got time. We'll figure it out.
okay. We don't
Yeah.
we're mostly have our all of our meetings have been occupado lately. So,
It's true, but like honestly, as your friend, if I even wasn't your business partner, I'd be like, grab a half hour of one of them if you have to. I mean,
yeah.
find a different, or like even if I talk to you like between like 7 and 8:30 p.m. Eastern, like that would be sort of after your workday ish, and I just sort of be like putting around and taking care of the kids. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna capture that.
8 p.m. is more my time off most days, but not every day. So there are a couple days
Mm,
like Wednesday of next week, I had somebody schedule like the awkward middle time on Wednesday, so I'm like
mm. Oh yeah,
done at
that does
4
happen.
Pacific. Yeah. And thank you. I
You're
know
welcome.
at this moment in your life that time is a very large gift of love.
I mean, if I can just putter around and do my evening chores while I'm talking to you, that
Yeah.
it means I love you. No, I'm kidding. It is less of a sacrifice of time, and therefore means that it's less stressful for me. So it still sounds bad. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and I think it would also be beneficial for me to go, hey, I have a terrible memory. Jonathan, aka other parent in my life with me, my mate. Um, I would like, what did we buy that we then didn't use or whatever? I think I remember them because there wasn't too many, and some of it is just down to style. Like I had no idea that I would really vibe with long sleeve, button under the crotch, puss with pants, right? So I didn't ever use shorts. I didn't ever use tank tops, and I didn't really use two piece without the snap thing until the firstborn was like 18 months or older. And I didn't know that.
Mm,
There would have been no way to know that would have been my style beforehand. So there's some irrelevant purchases which you just can't avoid, but there are some that are. So yeah.
yeah. Yeah. And it's
Um,
probably because we have
and
like
you already know that.
family asking things, and I was like, probably not
Yeah.
clothes because my sister is a shopaholic and is done having
Right.
babies.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and so I have quite a few sister hand-me-down clothes. Um,
Yeah.
and also, I mean, he hasn't started doing it, but my husband has talked about doing onesies for babies, in which case we would have access
Infinite.
to them wholesale. And so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So like, I mean, I don't want to make somebody feel bad if they find something amazing, but at the same time, like we're probably not going to be in need of clothing. Like,
Yeah. Deprioritize clothing in favor of gift cards to the box store with physical proximity to your home. That.
Yeah, the closest one is gonna be Walmart.
Which
But
sucks.
Target is also very close.
There you go. We like Target more than Walmart.
Which is
big corporations.
Yeah. I often feel like there's no hope for humanity every time I walk into a Walmart, like ethics aside. I just purely dislike the experience of it.
It's oogie. I think many of us can agree it's oogie. Yes.
It makes me feel like the people who yeah.
Dude, we're talking about Walmart instead of reviewing right now.
I mean, okay, I wasn't actually doing anything very effective, but I was kind of doing it, but just not very effectively.
I don't believe you. I do. I believe you. Oh man. My parents are currently actively involved in the care of a recently mobile small human under the age of 2 and a recently adolescent, yet to be neutered dog.
Oh my.
At the same time.
That's a lot. I'm grateful to them though.
Me too. I mean,
that means we can be doing this.
Jonathan would have handled it, but I was like, on balance, it's better if distraction because teething.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm reviewing the project pipeline. I don't want to because I feel like I have enough projects right now. So I need to really, I think, go with that feeling because I have just like the tightness in my chest. So I'm gonna do my project review first. And I think I'm going to possibly reorder this in my thing. Okay, wait. Where? Yeah, I don't. Review projects list. I think that needs to not be in stretch. Move to project. Mission critical. Yes, I think that is becoming a piece of mission. Okay. Yeah. Mission critical. We need to have review projects list before. Oh, Brittany. Oh, that's such a small feature, but I love it. So before, at least my understanding was that to reorder tasks in Todoist, you had to grab the little dots panel to the left-hand side of the task. And if you grabbed it anywhere along the rest of the bar of the task itself, you would just select it instead of moving it. But now they've made it so you can grab it anywhere on the task to move it.
Oh, that's way better.
We like this. This is good. This is a good thing. This is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah. Okay. Review, purchase, review projects, pipeline. Oh, and this is going to go there. Okay. I think I like that order now. Order of things is very important to my brain. Okay. Review projects list.
You are an order muppet with ADHD, you know, the weirdo. I'm just kidding. I mean unicorn.
That's me.
Okay, I have done one thing. I will do other thing, which is reply to an email about scheduling.
I have to tell you, this is a completely tangent, but I have to tell you about the sweetest thing that Jonathan did today. So, I texted him saying, hey, make me the food that we've set up so that he is very easily able to do. And when he brought it up to me, so not only did he do it, he brought it up to me and he had put in a little cube, which I meal prepped ahead of time, caramelized onions, like it just in a cube. He had put one of those in with my food and heated it up so that I could eat it with my food.
Aw.
And I didn't ask him to because I thought that would not be something necessarily in his skill set. But he remembered that I'd been doing that and did it without me asking. I just felt really loved and cared
Aw,
for.
that's great.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. I've got the Zoom in my AirPod for talking. I'm about to turn on music on my laptop. So if you can hear it, please tell me. I'll try and keep it to a reasonable volume, but if it doesn't work, then I will. How's that?
Little glitches are coming through. It hasn't bothered me, but I'd really like to hear Ozok weigh in.
Yes,
Um,
please weigh in, Ozak.
Ooh, ask Shopaholic's sister to seek the best durables like pumping equipment. So my sister had a really, really fancy breast pump.
Mm.
She might have given it to somebody else though.
Mm.
Um, oh, not if it's medically covered. I doubt it's medically covered for me. Although my physical therapist gave me a list of doulas in that my insurance might cover.
Nice.
Yeah, she was great. I could tell this is one of her favorite topics.
Mm.
This is
So you
this
got
is
all
specific.
excited?
This is specifically a pelvic physical therapist, so she was talking about like birthing positions and stuff, and like ways
Nice.
to tilt the pelvic different ways for different phases of birth. And I was like, but she was talking about things your partner could do, and I was like, that would be amazing because the one thing I know he doesn't want to do is sit there feeling uncomfortable because I'm in pain and he can't do anything. It's like he would love to have
Yes.
a job to do.
The hip
So
squeeze, right? The hip squeeze.
yeah, those.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, and these are ones you can still do with an epidural.
Ah.
Because I would have just thought that you were sort of hosed with an epidural, but not
Mm.
necessarily.
Yep.
And I have not made any choices like that whatsoever. But this is the first I've really thought about that because it's like
Mm-hmm.
the first time it's really like a thing I could maybe wrap my head around.
Can you check and see if Ozak has weighed in about the sound thing?
The glitches seem to be occasionally exist, but aren't bothering me.
Okay. Thank you, Ozak.
Oh, equipment for turning food into baby food. That's an interesting idea. Although some people find ones that are like sort of okay to just mash in their mouths that aren't a big choking hazard and just go for it. I don't know. I haven't thought about any of those.
Consult me on that because I have two thoughts. One, anything that's baby themed is more expensive. So if you can find a version of that that is not, do
Like
that.
just a food
Like,
processor? No,
yeah,
you're
like
not
like like
wrong.
a,
Like
a
it's a whole freaking
NutriBullet or
industry.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, and I mean it makes sense in a certain light because you'll need it for a shorter time. Fewer people are buying it, whatever. So fine, but that industry can go and take care of itself, and you don't have to pay the price. See, pun intended.
um
Okay.
okay. Oh yeah, I got to do this thing while I'm on the computer. I don't Here's a problem is I don't actually look at email on my computer all that often outside of the weekly review.
Mm.
Yeah.
this is just
And yeah,
random,
it's
but
mm,
like,
I think the algorithm's actually gotten better at suppressing. That's what I was going to say. What were you going to say?
oh, good. I was gonna say one of my favorite things in life is to send you messages when we're in a position where you shouldn't giggle that try and make you giggle.
Oh, I see that. I'm really bad about seeing the Zoom ones when we're screen
I
sharing.
know. I was just mentioning it.
Oh, yeah. Well, the game I used to play so when I was at Disneyland and I was portraying somebody who it was actually like kind of more acceptable to giggle as long as I did it in character. My friend would
Mm.
come by who was maybe being a villain, and it was not appropriate for her to start giggling under any
Ah,
circumstance. And we would play a game where
ah.
we would try to make each other break, and it was so not fair. But we had a good time.
That's
Anyway, yeah,
awesome.
it was fun. Okay. Today's evaluation. Do, 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 do.
My sister has joined the throng.
Of helping?
Yes,
Aw, yay.
yes. My family, you'll be shocked to learn this, have flaws. And they are amazing about childcare. Like my mom on a normal week, my mom does childcare for me 4 days a week.
Aw.
And my father-in-law does two days a week.
Which is why
And
you
yeah.
got caught up on your
What?
Marvel watching.
Marvel, yes. Yeah. Yeah. We did that. It was really. So next we're thinking of watching Good Omens season 2. And we're thinking of, because I much prefer before I watch new content to watch all of the old content, which means when I go back to finishing Supernatural, oh boy, that'll be a doozy. Especially now that I'm not making chainmail, because like back in the day, Jonathan and I could do like in a week probably at least 4.5, 5 seasons of any given hour-long show in a week with making chainmail if we tried hard enough.
Wow.
So like Sopranos, done. We'd actually watch Sopranos, but in theory, we could watch Sopranos and be like,
do you know how many weird, cool things I get to say because of my neurodivergent friends? So
I don't know
I have a friend
specifically,
who just
but
made
yeah.
chainmail for a while.
Yep.
Yeah, I have like
Is
just
married to
these
someone who was a
weird.
professional clown in his childhood.
I did not know that. I
You
did
didn't?
know a clown.
Picture
If I
Jonathan
did, I
in
forgot.
whiteface. Yeah.
Whiter face.
Right. It's hard, but yeah.
He's not frequently touched by the sun.
No.
In addition to actually being
the devil's
Caucasian.
skyward orb.
Devil's skyward. You have been having some really good phrases. Like, have you been watching like old British shows again? Like
no,
old-timey British shows?
I haven't. I haven't. I've been listening to How to Keep House While Drowning. I haven't even listened to Pride and Prejudice recently. And I mean, I guess I was sort of listening to Dorothy L. Sayers a bit. Maybe that'll help. A bit. Yeah, a bit. But the Devil's Skyward Orb is actually our standard reference to the sun. That's not even a this week thing.
Doesn't surprise me. Jonathan is really funny. Like when he gets going, which of course my biggest experience is reading, because he did like it was a private Google Doc, but live blogged the birth of their children, and they are funny. They are really funny.
Yes.
Ozok said, dude, mail. What kinds of chainmail did you make?
I don't entirely know how to answer that. So I'm going to go with the literal autistic answer, which is I really like half Persian 3-in-1. I like half Persian 4-in-1 some. I like simple weaves, like, I mean, European 4-in-1 is cool. I don't like it when you get into like 6-in-2 and stuff. That just seems unnecessarily dense and rattly. And I think that the general non-autistic answer, which I can actually access now that I've actually said the original autistic answer, is we did like full armor pieces. Hang on. I have an idea. I want to show you guys something.
Ozok says that's exactly what they meant and specifically asked about juggle balls.
Yes, I have made juggle balls. Yep.
That is amazing. Also asked about materials, designs, and patterns and gauge of wire. Wow. Y'all so out of my league.
So we used mainly aluminum. Okay. I think you have to scroll down, but Brittany, this person has actually published this image online on their blog, so I feel comfortable sharing it publicly because it has their face in it. Scroll down to the bottom of the next page on the review document.
Whoa.
So Jonathan made that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That is an amazing piece that person had commissioned. And actually, I'm going to jump into the chat here to post the link.
Cool, because you can see Ozok's questions that I would just have to read verbatim because I don't understand them.
So there, I'm commenting in the link. Apparently, as you. Sorry, I'm still logged in as you. Anyway, so that's the link to the other the blog about this chainmail dress. So yeah, so we use mainly aluminum. We use some steel. Our wedding bands are made of titanium. Working with titanium is cool. It has a very interesting spring back. But that's obviously very expensive. We don't work with silver or gold because whoa, that is expensive. And yeah, so if I remember correctly, the dress was made of 14 gauge, not half, 3/8, 14 gauge 3/8, and was aluminum. And actually, I'm gonna promote my favorite chainmail supplier. There's many of them, but this one's Canadian. We got the chainmail supplies from them, theringlord.com. We love them. And yeah. So yeah, we bought those rings pre-made. We did not. My husband, the very first time he made any chainmail, he did wind and cut his own rings, but he found that to be way too labor intensive and dangerous because if you have a heavy steel, have a heavy gauge steel wire and you're winding and cutting it, you can go ping off and take out the cat. So it's a thing. So yeah, we got them pre-made. We love the Ring Lord. Yeah, the chain I'm wearing is 2-in-2 steel that actually was these rings were handmade by a friend that we bought off of him. And my wedding band is, oh god, I can't remember the gauges of these. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember. Maybe 8. I don't think so. But yeah, my wedding band is half Persian 4-in-1. My husband made that. And his band is European 4-in-1. Yeah. So that's chainmail. I'm gonna get back to reviewing. I mean, I love talking about chainmail, and that was a happy detour. So
I'm
What do
gonna
I need to
do
do?
my break thing.
Your break thingy? Cool. I'm going to talk about planning
Yeah.
my pants project, because I make pants once in a while, all the time, every day. I make pants. Okay, so I'm going to need to measure the width of the brown fabric, and I need to, you know what? Now that Brittany's not here to talk to me, I think I can invest brain in doing something. What's the easiest way to go about doing this? I'm gonna have to look on my phone. I think I favorited the picture I'm looking for. There it is. Huzzah! Okay. So I have a sort of a not a pattern in the sense of thin tissue paper and you have a shape that you cut out, but a pattern in the sense of take fabric that's this long and this wide and cut it to here and this, and then you have pants. So I have an altered version of that worked out pretty well, except for the seat depth, which needs to be more, which just means that I need to add a few inches to the top. And I think that the bottom was too long, so if I shift where the crotch is slightly, it'll probably work. So that all being said, I'm gonna jot down. So I think I need to draw this. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to draw this. So I also need to, I think I need to make a comment. Share. No, wrong one. Cancel. Share pants. And we need to tag it. Check, see if it applies. Not seeing it. Come on. Okay. Oh, I saw it there for a second. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it should be in the tag now. Huzzah, it is. Now I can look at the picture really big, and I can move back to this other. All right. And this is why I brought my notebook. Isn't there my handy dandy? Is there a song for the notebook? There's a song for the mail. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna. There, I'm done. I don't want to get flagged for copyright. Notebook. Blues Clues, everybody. We love it. I'm gonna go and check and see if Ozak said anything else about chainmail, because I have the power. Okay. Not yet. Yeah, like. Oh, there's me dancing. Hooray. So yeah, chainmail rainbow dress. I love the expression on Brittany's face when I show that picture, because dang, I agree. Yeah, chainmail art can be super cool. Okay, stop looking at rainbow chainmail, please, Colleen, and focus on what you were doing before, because that is how you benefit yourself. So I'm going to draw out this sort of full size another window. We can do that. We like that. Okay, scrolling. Nice. Okay, so the seat depth. Okay, poofy pants. Narrower version. August 15th. So we need to have our diagram and Okay. So total length, 50 inches. That worked well. I think we just need to. So how many inches am I going to add for the seat depth? 4. I'm going to say 4. So that 15 becomes 19. Is that too many? No, I'm going to try it. We're going to try it. We're doing it live. We're doing it live, which means I have to pick. Okay. See, project planning. We like it. Pick fabric for mock-up of second version of narrower poofy pants pattern. Yeah, we need that. That's what we need, because I'm planning on using this pattern to complete a different project, which I had the fabric for, or rather, I have the patches cut out for, that I'm going to assemble into fabric once I know what pattern I'm going to use for it. But this is going to be an altered pattern, which I want to make a mock-up of first. And luckily, I have a high confidence that I'm going to be okay with wearing this, because the current version that I'm altering is still wearable. I still like it. I want to tweak it a little bit. So, but I still want to make a mock-up, because I'm learning how to do things imperfectly and being okay with things being, and having iterations, more like, you know. So 19 inches is that measurement. Where's my, there we go. 19. And then I think I'm going to leave that second measurement the same. So then that becomes that there, gusset. And so from here to here, 11 inches, that's fine. And then so 25 minus, okay, so if I add 25 minus 4 is 21. So that is 21 inches. And then the 14 is the same. We're not altering the width at all, because that felt right. And then the width of the total fabric also is not changing. 30 inches wide. Okay. All right. I feel confident in that. I just needed to move that slightly. This point was good enough. We liked it. 4 inches changed. 4 inches off the bottom. That's a lot. Does that mean I want to add some length? I'm like, an inch can make a difference in the fit. An inch can make a huge difference. Maybe 4 is too many. Maybe you need 3, because 3 off the bottom, I think. How? The big question is, how much is 3 inches? Like that, I think. Yeah, that seems about right. 4 inches is that. Yeah, 4 inches seems a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go with my original. So that means I have to alter. I have to go back to this. So okay, 15 minus 3 is 12. No, add, not subtract. God, stop giggling at me. 15 plus 3 is 18. I'm going to 18 this. So then 11 is staying the same. So 21 now has to be minus 3. So 22. There we go. What I just said didn't make little sense, but I wrote it down correctly. Okay. We just moved an inch around. So 18 inches, 22 inches. I think this is fine. What?
I haven't taken Adderall in months. I can't hear you well enough to be able to know whether or not what you said made sense or not.
It's fair. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna take a dopamine break and just kind of browse through my fabric menu. And
Yes, Ozark, Tuesdays start this coming week. So we don't have a full 7 days between today and the next weekly review,
Yep,
which I am excited about.
me too. Yep.
And then we'll have to go back to that. And that's, whatever. We'll deal.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm talking to my timer a lot because that's where the microphone is.
Okay. Do I want to do either of the linen? No, and I don't think I'm going to do it with linen because that was like a legit. Not. Don't look at linen. That's insane. Don't do that. What's wrong with you? Quiet you. Quiet. I guess I could do it out of that other ugly fabric and make no. See if I can find something different. Cotton. Fine. We'll go into cotton.
I empty my head. I don't think with the plan I made I actually have time to empty my head, but I want to. Okay.
Oh my God. I don't know if I ever showed you this, but I'm gonna text you the picture of some fabric I got at thrift store this one time. It's pretty amazing.
Okay. I kind of feel
Check
bad
it,
for
check
everybody
it.
else. Oh, it has, you can't even tell at first that it's unicorns because their hair are so big.
Yeah.
Like they
It's
make
like
my hair
80s
look
hair
small.
unicorn. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That is something else.
Okay.
And I just feel like making silly faces at the camera.
Okay.
It's starting.
What's starting?
I
The
just
yawning?
yawned. Yeah.
It's okay. We'll solve that. Oh, there's this blue textured fabric that I think would lend itself really well to this design of pant. I wonder if I have enough of it. I might. I definitely have enough purple broadcloth for some reason. Why is this? I don't. Oh, you know what? Do I have a bunch of red broadcloth too? I think I do. I don't have it listed here, which is a bad idea. I think I haven't put in yet. Okay, Brittany, what would you? Okay, so picture pirate pants, right? That like poof out and then cinch at the ankles. Okay, like big wide and then cinch. And imagine one leg is bright purple and one leg is bright red.
Uh-huh.
What do you think?
What I pictured instead of the pirate pants that cinched down is a circus announcer guy. Which I know are
Okay, I
different
could
pants
get
than you were
behind that.
trying to describe, but that was the vibe I got.
Yeah, definitely circus. Definitely with the two different legs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I kind of like that.
Okay, I'm not actually going to do the thing that's on here. I think it's just going to come up organically. I would like to do calendar. That's a good one, but I'm not going to yet. I am going to plan. Nope. So I kind of came up with like phases of moving.
Yeah, good.
Like the minimum viable to be like spending my evening there and sleeping.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because like the next phase of like get ready there in the morning, I gotta mute.
I'm gonna talk instead. So I think I'm gonna do that because one of the reasons that I'm developing this second version of this pattern is I'm the pants I'm going to make out of this pattern eventually after I do the mock-up is one leg is one color, well, one leg is brown in this case, one leg is teal. So I think to really it would help this mock-up to be of that same style. So one leg is red, one leg is purple in this case. So I think I like that. So I have my measurements. I think I just need to take a picture of this and add it to the project. Mm-hmm. And then we go into Todoist, and people probably getting nose cam, but you know, this is how it goes. We need brown pants. Next version, narrower measurement. I can't add a comment from a quick add, apparently, which says, we will add this. Left for the taken. Yeah, that's what we want. There we go. Oh, I love Todoist. I love Todoist. It makes me so happy. Okay, measurements, and that picture is there, looking good. I can understand it like that. Okay, so measure the width of the brown fabric. Yes, that is a step. Pick fabric for mock-up. I kind of have. I'm gonna leave pick. That's I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna add that as an option to that pick fabric because then I don't feel. There we go. Whoops, I got a pen on myself. Next version measurements.
The office of the very helpful physical therapist called.
Oh, good. Good. So half and half red and purple to form correct fabric for the two legs colored. There we go. I know what that means. Cool. All right. I like that idea. I think that project is planned because I had 0 tasks when I first went into this. So like that. And I'm at 170 in my inbox. That's how it goes. Okay, that is planned. That is planned. That's mostly on hold and unless I plan the kids' wardrobe projects, the red pants. I did that. Right. Okay. So that is then 35 inches. Okay. Width needed for narrower. The pants pattern is 35 inches. So start sewing inches together and make them fabric. Here we go. Okay, Hobbit. Because once upon a time, I made a toddler Hobbit costume for my eldest. Then I was in a thrift store the other day and saw another forest green 100% wool skirt, which is what I made the original Hobbit cloak out of. And I thought, you know what's better than one toddler Hobbit? Two toddler Hobbits. And so I decided to make it thus. And I think all of the fabric I need for it. I think I might need to fudge the shirt or buy one, which would be dumb, I think. But I might need to fudge the shirt. We'll find out. Oh, you know what?
You need to not behave for you.
Make
I
shirt.
just realized I hadn't really labeled the time I plan to be in Portland.
This is less optimal.
Yeah, so I'm putting some days in the calendar.
Okay, so the Hobbit overall is not currently needing to be planned, except, oh, you know what? What's 2 weeks before Halloween? I'm going to say 3.
Halloween.
3 weeks before Halloween is 1, 2, 3, October 10th. So by October 10th, decide on what I will do for shirt for second Hobbit. But I think I can make a tunic for the kid out in 3 weeks. That's fine. That's plenty of time. But I need to have made the decision by that time in order to have the 3 weeks to make it. Okay, so we have that planned. So then I'll have to add that as a project to make it happen. The cloak, iron, flat, all fabric. I did that. Piece hood, I've done that. Serge edges, cut out lining for hood. Yeah, then I need to measure neck opening of existing cloak and recreate with pleats. On did I serge the top of it? I think check if top of second skirt is finished. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. Measure. Yep. Pleats. Yep. Every single time I say or think or hear the word pleats, I think of what's his face? John Travolta in Hairspray. And how am I supposed to negotiate pleats? That was just a big win for the fight against toxic masculinity everywhere, in my opinion. That movie was very good. John Travolta was playing a woman married to, I think it was Chris Walken, which is just funny regardless. Anyone married to Chris Walken is weird. Even, not in real life. I didn't disparage Chris Walker. He just looked weird to me. Okay, gold or maroon brocade. Yes. See what size I made previously. Check this one. Yeah. Do I need to make the next size up? Yeah. And would probably, because, yeah, vests are cool. See if I can make the pattern without the darts. Because I don't know, Brittany. I just can't condone darts in children's clothing. I understand the impulse because they are human shaped but they're mostly little boxes. Like they're just square. They're round and square at the same time. And I don't need darts in my life.
I don't know that I believe in, for me, clothing, darts outside of dresses and maybe like certain shirts.
Mm.
That's for me and my body and how I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So many places it doesn't. Ozak has a whole bunch of just for you comments. That I
Okay, let me
don't feel
check. I'm sorry. I'll have to catch
qualified
up on the
with.
Ozak here. Skirts equals mini clothes. Yes. Or in the hang on a second. I don't think I when you get lean shirts, sheets that have not been pre-softened or not in the way that was okay. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, linen is it's an interesting to source regardless because yeah. Aw. Yes, belly dancer pants. Yeah, that was basically what I was going for. Sunday. Yeah. Yep. Oh, Zoc, that sucks. Skirts equals make clothes. Yes. As far as I know, they're not named that. Correct. Fredigar is the best Hobbit. I mean, maybe. I mean, I would be personally, I would find it hard to get to pick the best Hobbit. They all have their pleats are coming. No, it's like pleats on the shoulders of the thing. Yay, eye drops. Yes, exactly. Yeah. When you care about these clothes, we'll put darts in them. Yeah. Yes, I know. I get what you're saying. I was like, yes. Yes. And it's like a vest. Like and it has these little darts here. And that makes sense, except kids are boxes. They're round boxes, which doesn't make any sense geometrically, but it makes sense when you look at a kid, right? Like there's no need for darts. And as long as I don't put the darts in the same place for both the lining and the fabric, the fashion fabric, then Okay. So pants. Oh no, I have to make pants for my little hobbit. That's the worst. I hate pants. Oh no, it's so terrible. That's a joke. Okay, we need to have for capri length. I'm thinking of making maroon pants because I have maroon but that means I have to make the vest the gold brocade. It's gonna be Ozark. Picture gold brocade vest with kind of it looks like kind of a faux suede. Not quite. It's synthetic. It's not even synthetic suede. It's just like an upholstery sort of. It's not quite upholstery. Anyway, it's a curtain fabric, maroon with like a soft sort of finish, pants, and then the green cloak. Oh, it's hobbity. It's so hobbity. It makes me so happy. I did for 2 hobbits. We have to go. We have to do a photo shoot. If we have 2 little hobbits, we have to take them out and put them in the forest and be like, run and be free and be hobbits. Except it's gonna be like October in southwestern Ontario. So let's not do that. Maybe I could finish them early in the forest. That's not likely, but we'll see. I'm gonna write that down. Try and finish this early for forest photo shoot. Because maybe. That would definitely make my sister happy. My sister is a huge cosplayer. And I think if I said, hey, let's go take pictures of little hobbits running around the forest, she'd be like, I am there. Oh, you know what we could do too? We could take them and get them taken pictures of with the Shetland ponies, or I don't know if they're Shetland ponies, the ponies that she took volunteers with, and be like, here's a little hobbit next to a pony. Oh, I'm having a moment. Oh. I can't even. Yeah. No, the thing is, Ozak, historic clothing, the further back you go, the less it's not a rectangle. Because, like, they didn't want to. Yeah, tubes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh my God, Ozak. Do you know about historic kilts? Because that's literally 5 to 7 to 9 yards of like gorgeous wool, and like these things would cost, like what they would cost is astonishing. And you pleat them and you roll and you lay on the ground, you tie them up. Oh, so cool. Look up a video, like anybody who's watching this, if you want to look up a video of historic 18th century kilt and how you tie that on. It's so cool. Yes, historically, clothing is better and easier. I agree. However, I will say I really like stretch knit fabric. Really good. Easier to make, harder to wear. In certain instances, because like here's the thing, they put gussets in underarms, okay, and that gives you much better freedom of movement because they were needing to be free. Or you get like an 18th century. I'm on 18th century kick. I don't know if you can tell. Like man's shirt, traditionally masculine shirt. You can just pin your arms. Like there's no restriction whatsoever. It's great. So yes, harder in certain instances to wear, but not exclusively. Whoops, I closed to do it. Yeah. Actually, another great book that I recommend, that is recommended by Ben, who we discussed before, is Pockets: A Secret History of Women's Lives. I haven't read it yet. I really want to read it. I haven't had. I haven't had to justify the expense because it's just a pleasure. I have lots of other books that I need to read first. But yeah, I really want to read that book. Fair. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 18th century is recent, relatively speaking. Yes. Okay. We're going back to I coached all day and now I'm freaking out about hobbits and my voice is going. Okay. And Brittany didn't even be like, I'm going for a break. She just skated on out because I was losing my mind about okay. So cloak, we feel, is planned. Vest, pants, maroon curtains. Yeah, I think we are officially set. So that means I'm going to change here. The one that says gold or maroon brocade. Even though I'd love me a maroon brocade vest for my little hobbit, it would be just redundant to have the vest and the pants the same color. So we're gonna do gold and maroon and green. I'm excited. Okay. So vest, and then I can feel my stomach plummet because. Hang on, I had an idea about this. Why isn't this tag? The whole like teach my kids skills and not for life, and it just seems so overwhelming. That I had an idea about this. Implement this as a routine. Oh, okay. Oh, that's where it is. Okay, so this needs to be. Okay. Okay, that. Yeah, that feels good. That's gonna be something that right now would technically be doing a test. So I'm not gonna do that. It would kind of be 2 minutes, but that's not where my head's at. Okay, that was a breakthrough because I was like, how do I organize it? I think I talked about this last week. How do I organize this list of skills? And I realized just go through the list as is that you've vomited in from various locations and go, okay, what age do you teach this? And then just grab that and put it in a box. like this is the age, this to this, whatever. Kind of like I did actually for the baby clothes. It's like, okay, here's a I have baby clothes. What category is it? Okay, put that in. What baby is right? We do that. Okay, I can do that. This is a way I can gauge my brain. Cool. Okay, trip. Oh, great good God. Oh, Ozak and everybody else. Oh my God. This is the my landlord needs to renovate the bathroom. There's only one bathroom in the house, therefore we have to leave. But we don't know when the reno is. And a month ago, he was talking about this. And I know for a fact that if he knew when it was going to be, that he would have told me. And yet it's been a month and I don't know when it is. And hey, like, he's not going to spring it on us really like tomorrow. You know, he's not going to be like, hey, tomorrow you got to be out or whatever. But I've had more than one dream about it. And this is not good. So I've been considering texting him, be like, hey, so update question mark? I don't want to bother him. I know he would tell me. Okay. I'm going to check when I last texted him. Okay, I texted him July 12th. That's over a month ago. Okay, I'm going to text him. This is one of those few times when no news is not good news. No news is still neutral, but it's, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I've done that. I hope it doesn't feel like a bother. I hope he doesn't feel bothered. I'm sure it's fine, but okay. So I texted him. Okay, harvest this tag for packing list. Okay. I feel like even though that is a task, I think that's going to be 2 minutes. I think I'd like to spend 2 minutes on that. Let's see. Okay. Information has. See, okay. Everybody, this is what I'm talking about. That was 2 minutes. That was 120 seconds that literally took place. I texted him and he got back to me. This is what I'm talking about. The best landlords known in all of explored space is what I have. So he said, the guy that I was thinking about said he wants to do it, but he's busy. I'm going to find somebody else. It's getting ridiculous. So he wants it to happen now as well. So it's like he and I are both waiting and I just didn't know. So deep cleansing breaths. I am like a, yeah. Right? Detachable pockets. I don't have mine right now, but I was making them before Ozak and they're great. Yes, oatmeal in the rice cooker, right? It's amazing. You are inspired, Ozak. Okay, so what was I doing? 2 minute action. Harvest, because I was just jotting down random things. Oh, now I'm like, oh, it still is happening. Now I'm stressed again in a different way. Better? Worse? I don't know. Who can say? Who can say? Oops. Okay. So I'm gonna harvest. harvest this tag for, so it's just a massive text that I can't engage with. And it's much easier to do that on the computer instead of on the phone. On the phone! Silly British accent. Okay. Drawing supplies for my hatchling, who is a drawing fiend lately. And then we also have to bring Duplo, I should say. Whenever I say Legos or Duplos to my husband, which I agree, it's not, the S is not plural. Duplo and Lego are both plural and singular. He's like, I don't, what is that word? Duplo. Oh, Duplo. Yeah, it's over there. It's very funny. I find it funny. Okay, bring bed pads. Yes, bed pads. We need that because in case of leakage of diaperness. Bed pads. Okay, so the next one is not a packing list item. It's a do this prior. So I'm gonna, okay. List of things to do in prep. Or, okay. Preparation for trip. That's one. Trip, go through, and then I also need to get in touch with my father-in-law about timeshare for the duration. Get exact dates, landlord. Okay, there we go. Now that's list. And that is also a thing to do. So add to the list. Easy question. What age, Canada, passport? Not likely 15. Okay, so both my kids can travel out of the country without a passport. Okay, that's good to know. Again, it would be really sucky to have to get a passport because I would have to pay a bunch of money to get like fast tracked for me. That would suck. So I newborn to age 15 doesn't need to wait. That's a Canada. USA. Sorry. Canada to US age pass 16. Okay. Yeah. Oh. If by road, if you're traveling by air, everyone needs it, including infants. Okay, that's important. I don't think we're going to fly anywhere. That would surprise me. Doesn't need passport travel. Cross U.S. Hi there.
Hi.
Order by land, but need passport if flying. Okay.
The people I needed to discuss my calendar with were finally here, so I could have that discussion on my break, and that's why I took long.
Good. Using it efficiently.
But in order to take the 2-minute action we discussed, I need to count up how much cash I have.
Did you hear me? I texted my landlord even though I was afraid I was being a bug.
Oh, yay! I know you never are to your landlords, but I understand the feeling.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you. I didn't because I need to have a conversation, so I muted
Yeah,
before
I know.
I
I
left.
figured. Yeah. Yeah. I texted him and
Yeah.
he said, yeah, I have somebody who said that they want to do it, but they're busy. But this is getting ridiculous. So I think I might get somebody else to do it. So
Okay. Oh, this.
I guess I've been waiting for him. He's been waiting for somebody else.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go find the other cash I need to count.
Okay. You penny pincher. Okay. For trip. Yes. Okay. Good. 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 Like this. Yes, queen. And it was actually funny. I said to my husband, "Oh no! Like if we have to do this, because I previously said, I previously said that we usually take a trip with my aunt and uncle and my parents and stuff, and I said, look, we're not doing it this year, because when I took a trip with my firstborn when they were 18 months, it was horrible. Like we couldn't childproof the room properly, and they just grabby hands everywhere. I was like, it's not gonna be fun. It was not fun. I don't want to do it. So now it's like, oh, now you're almost required to go on a trip with an 18-month-old who is very, well, not as grabby as it was. Maybe anyway. So, and I was like, oh no, this is gonna suck. This is gonna be so awful. And my husband's like, no, it'll be fine. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, we'll go for, I'll still be working, and we'll go from like childcare, which is amazing, to none. And he's like, well, we can take it with us. And I'm like, see, I thought of that, but I thought that'd be really insane and selfish. But I mean, as far as I know, my parents are grown-ups, so like we could say, hey, want to go on a trip with us? And they could be like, hey, no, or yes, depending on what actually their answer was.
Wait, your parents are grown-ups?
So
That's
I
weird.
have been told. It's rumor has it.
Oh, dang it.
Okay, that is just going to stay as reference. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, there we go. Oh. Yes, we need to do a packing list.
How do I lose a paperclip in like 5 seconds?
Oh, Brittany, check this direction.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. I just had it in my hand. It was just clipped.
Also, I'm going to share my favorite method of generating a packing list, which is, for me, close your eyes and picture yourself going through a typical day. And then every time in your mind, when you touch something, write that down. It's not like comprehensive in that method, but it's a really good, like 75, 80% of it. Some things are like, when I travel, I need, but I don't need it during the regular day. But yeah, it's like gets you like 80% of the way there, and then you can like, oh yeah, and this. It also helps to eliminate, oh, but I could totally use, or oh, I definitely need, because it's like, how often do you touch that in the course of a week or a month? This is my method. If it helps anybody. Okay, so notes, reach out to.
Well, that didn't get better.
Okay. For accommodations. First option would be timeshare. Second option, maybe aunt/uncle RV. Parents/mother-in-law. Me with friends. I actually considered that it might be the cheapest to stay at that, like, assuming we can't get timeshare or whatever, the place that we used to live before we moved into the place we're in now, because that's like by the month, so we could just do a month. That wouldn't be too bad.
Yay!
I mean, it would be very expensive, but it would, and it would mean we weren't going anywhere. We could do better childproofing, I think, that way. But so I have to figure it out. But anyway, that's an option. We have lots of options. That's the point that I'm making to my brain. Brain, it's fine. Everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, at this point, part of the reason I texted it was I was feeling like, is it happening or not?
Mm-hmm.
So that seems to me like, yes, it is still happening. Yes, it is imminent. And yeah. Okay.
Well, I know what I'm doing on my next stretch break. Jeez.
What?
The answer to could we schedule this thing for tonight or tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
The reply was, "We'll talk about it later." I was like, I don't know how to do that. Anyway, it said
No, me either. I
the
wouldn't
other.
be able to do that.
It says
No.
ask the other person involved, and so I will do that at the next stretch break, which is fair because this is also somebody who has a lot going on at this exact moment. Okay. Update the calendar. So what I need to know is oh. Huh, that's sooner than I thought. Hmm. Okay, this ugh. I have to delete something out of my calendar that I wrote in that I was really hoping would happen and realizing I'm very close to it and it's not going to happen. And I kind of knew it was going to happen, but it really is like emotionally weighty and annoying to erase. It
Mm,
feels like I'm admitting to failure by erasing it, but what I'm really doing is stopping myself from dwelling on the failure. And I like know that, but
I know. Yeah, I get that.
anyway. Okay. So what I want is a big blue line. Okay. This month is going by way too fast.
Word. Okay, that's great. Okay. 1, 2, reference.
Oh,
Reference.
no, that's the wrong.
Okay. Okay, that feels, wow, that feels like a weight off of me.
Good.
Okay, so now there's 4 items in reference, 1 item in an actions list. That before it was a wall of text that I couldn't engage with, and there was some duplications and stuff, and some things that little duplications and weren't. And now it's reference and 1 task. That's what I have. Yes! This is
Okay.
what review is all about. That's what
What's
it's
with
about.
this one curl? It just won't not stick out on its own. You're right. That's what a review is about, and I'm getting distracted. Oh, I've got all these old notes. Okay, no hole.
You know what I don't think I have, though? I don't think I have a link to that document in here.
Okay, so these numbers are wrong too. What?
The Google Doc says saving, not saved. We don't like that.
What are these dates I underlined? Like, Brittany.
Okay, let's confirm save. All changes
I
saved.
think I initially had these dates planned that were just way, way off base.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's right. Wait. Um, I'm wondering if I've been quoting my due date wrong to every medical professional.
Oh, that would be non-preferable. What?
I, I just looked at it. I was like, that doesn't seem right. But I swear somebody must have told me that for me to start saying it.
Nope, that is not necessary for pregnancy brain.
Um, but I think I remember them saying that at my OB's office.
You have an office for just your bees? Okay.
Shut up. Okay. Since I probably won't be there, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Ooh. Oh, hey, this is a project that I think I probably can maybe get rid of, maybe not. Because it's finished, because I completed it. Because I'm amazing. I'm gonna check out Ozok's comments. Mass noun. There you go. Yes. Oh my God. My landlord is amazing. Passports are useful. Oh yeah. No, absolutely. Like last year, I was like, okay, I really need to have a passport. And I got everything done. And then there was like something that went wrong. And I'm like, wow, it's gonna be so much more work now. And I was like, I have a small baby. I just don't have the spoons. So I made the decision to shelve it. And it might have been the wrong decision, but it was the decision I made at the time. Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So just about so I do have like a for sure date of induction because of my age. They won't let me go over or even um usually like a week before term is when they want to induce somebody who is
Mm.
has a geriatric pregnancy. And
Ugh,
so
hate that word.
yeah. But what just occurred to me in my planning is just because I have a hard date of induction does not mean that I have a hard date of delivery.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I need to keep that in mind.
Yep. Mm, you're right. Um, um, packing. Yeah. Depending on where you're going, it's gonna be different.
Okay,
Keeping notes.
so
I see that. It's a good idea.
I have this date.
Ooh.
Mm,
Oh, Ozok. I'm so sorry.
what's up?
Yep. Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, according to my sister, advanced maternal age has been one they used before, but many people started replacing it with a geriatric pregnancy, which is worse.
Although
And
technically less gendered. Technically.
I suppose so.
Yes.
Doubt that's their reasoning.
No, yeah, no, it's almost certainly not. But okay.
Yeah.
I think that I need to get going soon. Even though I'm on a roll, it is getting to be about that time for me.
And I need to go to a break right now.
Yeah.
So are we going to leave Ozak by their lonesome for a few?
Yeah, I think we are. I think what I might do is I'm just gonna type my what Colleen did in their weekly review thing, and then I will go. So I will keep Ozok company for a little bit while I do that.
Oh, okay.
So thank you,
I'll
Brittany.
see you in a bit.
It was really good. Bye. Okay. That up. Send it to Brittany. And so everybody, the links that I mentioned are not only in the comments, but they, I'm assuming Brittany will include them, since I have included them in my description of my review. So I'd really love to sit here and continue and just review all these projects and make sure they're all spiffed up. But I definitely got further down the list than I have on other weekly reviews. So that's good. But 2/3 of the way down. So that's nice. And yeah, everybody out there have a great night. I'm gonna check Gozak's comments. Okay, good. I'm glad that's all right. All of you have a great night, and I will see you here on Tuesday. Bye.
Oops. So I had to do more of that negotiating. And one of the things that was said is, hey, I would rather if we moved stuff tonight. So I may have to go do that. And the other party hasn't, is busy doing other things. So I don't know if that's actually happening or not. Anyway, I am, hey, well, that's old. Um, so apologies for the delay. Maybe if you need to find a clinic with Sunday hours, you should call on Sunday. Oh, that might be interesting. Okay, so I mostly did this. I mean, I put it in the calendar. Like what I need to do next is like plan out if I can do the things in that amount of time, which means figuring out how long they take, things like that. Which would be great. Um, yeah. Oh, I feel a tremendous amount of pressure to wrap this up because, yeah. Oh, right. I had a thing I need to reply to. Okay. So that next, what can I do by then? That was the thing I was talking about. A conservative estimate was that was my OB's suggestion is just if you just assume you lose energy as soon as the third trimester starts, you'll be safe. Which is probably pretty true. I want to look at the stuff I was going to do. I have a nasty feeling that all of a sudden my stuff is going to be really rushed. Really rushed. Mm. um, no, no filter. Okay. Right. I'm looking at the list. Okay, I'm definitely losing focus if I have to like redirect myself 6 times. Delete. Um, I I would really like to do these things, but I think I'm going to have to just wrap up because I just got another scheduling text. So, and that is actually my biggest priority right at this moment. So I'm going to start my description and then I will get going. Oh, that was the other thing that was another thing I needed. Cannot forget towels. That's a thing. That's the other one. Hmm. I think, okay, just came up with a sub action, which is all right. Oh, Colleen's description includes the link to the chainmail dress. Oh, that's funny. I've never said this before. I have the most ridiculous parents, but particularly the most ridiculous father. The fact that my mom can keep up with him makes her ridiculous too, but like no one his age should have that much energy. I mean, I'm glad he does because, it allows him to be him and be happy. But like while he's waiting to do something else, like help us start a move that requires a pickup and he has a pickup, he's taking apart the deck downstairs to replace it because he had to take apart part of the deck to fix the water issues we were having and yeah, he's just doing that right now. Like I can hear him taking apart the deck. Because what else are you gonna do while you're waiting? And he's pretty much still in town just because he's waiting on me. So I'm going to go try to wrap things up so that I can find out when he wants to go move stuff. Since he's helping, he gets to pick. All right. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to check on Ozak real quick. Oh, bye. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully you got some good stuff done. I know I did. And I hope to see you at our new time on Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, starting this upcoming Tuesday. It'll be amazing, and hopefully I'll see you there. Bye. Oh, I gotta hit the continue. Oh, right, that's how that goes.